Hi everyone, it's NastyJones and welcome to NastyJones TV. So I have another guest in the house. I have Aji in the house, and we're just going to be. Aji, you can say hi to
Hi
everyone.
everyone. I'm really happy to be here. Matt
Nice,
has been sharing this initiative, or should I say, this project with me for some time, and I said he should just get it started. That just start from somewhere, and I'm happy to be here.
great,
Yeah.
great, great. Yeah, so we'll be taking a couple of points out of the way now, and the first one I want to say just before I get to the main point. Crystal Palace won today against Liverpool, and a friend of mine was telling me Eze put in a very great performance.
Mm.
I'm very sure, and I've always known Eze will always give his best. I mean, he's like the best player at Crystal Palace. So,
Mhm.
what do you think of our transfer, and why are we still stalling on bringing on Eze?
I feel like Eze is going to change like the dynamics of things in our team, right? And I want to believe he's one of the things that is missing in our attack currently. Although we also need like a left winger, the likes of what's his name, Martinelli,
Martinelli,
and I
yeah.
mean Trossard tries sometimes, but I believe two of them are like they should be more of like substitute. Like once the game is progressing and then we need extra bodies in the game, that is when they should come in. They shouldn't be starters. But at the same time, Eze shouldn't even come in as like a left winger. He should come in a more advanced role, like probably number 10 and all of that. And Eze is going to be a very good addition to the team, especially when we are playing those low blocks. Eze is going to thrive well in an Arsenal shirt. So I believe Eze can take us to like the next level. He's going to add something extra, something different from Odegaard and the likes, because Odegaard is always hugging the touchline with Saka. Without Saka, he cannot play
He's
for very
married
well.
to Saka.
He's married to Saka. So
But
imagine
you know,
an Eze that can.
if Eze comes in, Eze is going to be a starter. So definitely one of these top Arteta finest players is going to be
Yeah,
benched.
yeah. And I don't know how he's going to make it happen because I believe Rice is a starter, right?
Sure.
What's his name? Zubimendi is obviously starting with his last performance.
Yeah.
So who is going to be on the bench? Is he Odegaard, the captain? Obviously, it's not going to be Saka. Saka is one of his best boys. So
Yeah, yeah,
who is
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
sit on the bench? That's one thing that is going to change in the team. But I believe that signing Eze is going to change things for us, like having something different. Like most times, one of the things that has been a problem for us as a team is that we don't really have a plan B. Like once we pass the ball to Saka or Martinelli is just running and all of that. Like, what's the plan B from the bench? Like, change your tactics. Like, just don't just be rigid. That most of these teams they already know what you want to do. They already know our next move. Give the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard pass to Saka, and then Saka whips the ball into the box. Like, try something different. Like, let it be like a plan B that people don't even expect. And then to some extent, you see that towards the end of last season, most of those teams they started to
Everybody has
know.
discovered
Yeah, they
our play.
discovered our tactics, especially with that corner. They know once we what's the job, and then we started not scoring most of our goals. Most of our goals they were not coming from the corners again, and then it
Yeah,
reduced. Also, what's this guy's name? Gabriel. He had injury,
yeah.
and then we were unable to really perform well. But I believe in the current market, if we can bring in Eze, it's going to change things for us, and maybe just one more sign like Eze and probably a left winger. Things will change for us going forward.
All these are still speculations. We
Hmm.
all know us now, and we know that the likelihood of them signing Easy is we there is
But
no
I,
likelihood of
I
them
saw
signing Easy.
I saw recently on Twitter someone was confirming that we are actually going to sign Eze, and it's not really a hard deal, right?
It's
I
not a
think
difficult transfer. I don't know why we are
he
making it
has a
seem.
release clause, just like the way they signed
Yeah,
Mad. Like, just sign this guy. One of the things that has really been an issue for Arsenal is that once they sign players, there's always one more missing piece. See, when we signed Ozil, when we signed Sanchez,
Yeah,
we didn't have a striker, and then we were unable to like really perform at that high level. We only had like two stars and probably Ramsey. Ramsey played really well when Ozil and Sanchez was there, but we didn't have a striker. Imagine if we had Aubameyang when Sanchez and Ozil was around, and then Giroud is coming in from the bench. Would have probably won the league. But there's always
definitely.
this missing piece. See, January this year when we had those injury crises. Imagine if we signed like a very good striker. And there, I mean, obviously, there were some times that some of those strikers they were not really in the market. Like, which player are you going to buy as at that time? But you could go to MLS or something. You could do like 6 months loan deal. Just bring in
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
that
yeah.
will be like an extra body. And then
Sure,
as
sure,
soon
sure.
as we started using Merino as a striker, even with fans, we just adapted to
We
it. That
fans are might have contributed to that problem because
yes,
the fans were not putting pressure on the management. Nobody was
yes,
lamenting. As soon
yes.
as Merino got in, put in a few header, did the jubilation around the
Scored two
flag, we
goals on
felt,
his
oh,
first
the striker is in
start,
town.
his first start as a striker. I think it was against Leicester. Within 10 minutes, the game was almost gone, and then he came in one goal as a strike, one perfect goal like that, and then
But
another.
was it against Leicester?
I think it was against Leicester. I can remember.
But
I think it was
shouldn't we even check ourselves? We netting against Leicester
against.
at 9 minutes. Is that a nice thing to do? Leicester at the bottom of it.
I
We
think
should
it was
have.
like last ten
We
minutes
did.
of
Do you know
the
we
of
were
the game.
so bad to that extent that we didn't know that it was Leicester we were playing that we
Exactly.
needed the goal for.
And that's one thing I've been saying, like having a plan B, right?
Yeah,
We were doing the same thing over
the
and over
same
again.
thing. The
Same
same
thing.
thing.
And these guys, they will just sit back. I think Leicester was very close to relegation that time. They were very good with just getting 1 point and then they'll just go away with their 1 point. But we were not playing something like just play something different, do something
Something
different.
different.
But again, you can't really blame Arteta. He doesn't have the players. He didn't sign,
Doesn't have
and then once it comes to like when he's having press meetings and all of that, he will come as our players. They are okay. Yeah, we are also in the market. We are doing this, doing that. But he just comes to I don't know to some extent. I'm like, are you siding the board or what? Like, come out and complain that you need players. Oh. Like
uh,
speak out now, but to
we
some
all know.
extent, he comes out and then he's saying some things. He's just going to miss some words, and then everybody's oh okay, probably they want to sign someone, probably they don't want to sign someone, or something like that. So I feel like that's just one of the missing pieces in our team. Like if we have someone that can actually break those low blocks, especially those mid-table teams or like those teams that are close to the end of the table. If we can get someone that can actually play well in those moments, things will change for us this season.
Awesome, awesome. So that's that on a very easy.
Mhm.
Uh so let's move on to like what do you as a fan, as an Arsenal fan, expect from Arsenal next season? I mean, high hopes, high expectations from
Mhm.
everyone.
Mhm.
High hopes, like serious high hopes. A lot of banter going on around social media about Arteta is in his fifth, sixth phase of his project, and we have Maresca coming. Is it Maresca, Chelsea's manager? Yeah, we have
Yeah.
Maresca coming in, bagging in Conference League,
Mhm.
bagging in the Club World Cup. That's gonna be imprinted
They,
on their badge for the
yeah,
next 4 years.
uh-huh.
Chelsea fans, we are not gonna. I mean, every single, even though they lose a game in the EPL, the badge
Mhm.
is always there, and they always brag
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that badge. So we
yeah.
are like automatically cooked for the next 4 years, and that's Maresca just coming in.
Mhm.
Just how many seasons ago? Just is it not 1 season ago or something?
Yeah, I
Now
think like two. He has spent probably
it's
a season or so, and then he has won two major titles.
awesome.
So I mean,
So
Arteta
what
should.
what do you want to see from us from Arsenal next season?
For
What would you
me,
like to see?
this coming season, I just want like probably two major trophies, right? If you can
Hmm.
just win the or probably just one. if you can even win the league or maybe Champions League, like just do something different. That's one
But
thing that we
the way
Arsenal
you're
fans.
wait, let me cut you a bit there. The way you're saying just to win, are you already having it at the back of your mind that we are never going to win
Bro,
anything?
you know it's the same old Arsenal now. Don't put your expectations so high. I'm actually on a group on like that on a Twitter group on Twitter on X. It's a national group. I remember I think the last the Champions League when we lost against PSG that second leg. I was so frustrated. As soon as we lost that match, I left the group. You know what? They added me back. Then you are not going anywhere. We are in this together. So like we just need to like do something different. See, we are now at the highest level. Like this is just like you said. This is Arteta's sixth season, right? If I'm correct, this is probably
Yeah,
sixth.
sixth.
Although like to some extent I mean, they've given him the money now. We are one of the highest spenders now. We've bought Havertz, we've bought who again did we buy? We've bought Gyokeres and some of these fine players. And like this is the time. Like we need to take this club. Arteta needs to take this club to the next level, right? See the likes of Maresca. Although they've they have that money, they've spent a lot of money. Even as they are still they'll probably still buy one more defender,
They buy
right?
players every week.
They buy players every week, right? But I mean, Arteta now, you can't lie that he doesn't have the players that he wants, right?
Yeah.
They've given him the money. Most of the players that are playing now, they are the players he bought, not even players that he inherited from another manager. They are players that he bought, and probably some few youngsters and all of that. So there are really no excuses. Like, it's either now or never. To some extent, if he doesn't win any title this season, I think they should probably sack him, right? We need to win a major title this, at least to have that
Ish.
bragging right. See the likes of Chelsea. Fine, we might not like Chelsea and all of that, but bro, Chelsea once they get to a final or probably there's an 80% chance that Chelsea is going to win it. Right? They become so serious in situations like that. If it's to defend, if it's to clear anything, see the players they used to win their last Champions League and see how they won the Club World Cup. As they were progressing in that Club World Cup, I was telling someone, these people will win this thing. Oh. These people will win this thing. Now the so-called PSG that everybody was praising and all of that. See the way they finished
they,
them in
they
the final.
made PSG look like a baby team, like a
Yeah,
team
exactly.
big.
See the way
And that was all thanks to Palmer.
they beat PSG in the final. And all these things are based on like spending money, like very good recruitment. They bought Joao Pedro, they bought Delap, they bought Gittins again. Like, see the players they are signing. They are still about to buy Garnacho. They have options on the bench, right? We were begging my own team to please buy Eze and buy an additional left winger.
You know,
And then,
it's just crazy that we every season, or you mentioned it, that we're always having that missing
yes,
piece.
there's always something
There's
additional.
always
There's
that
a
missing
missing
piece.
to just complete everything. See during Wenger's time, the season Leicester won the league, we had issues of a number nine. If we had a very good number nine, I mean, to some extent, Giroud was trying, but bro, will Giroud win you the league?
No,
Obviously, he went to Chelsea and he was playing at a very top level, but Giroud should be like a substitute, like come
a
in for
backup, yeah,
small, a
definitely a
backup
backup.
guy. Like have a good. Imagine if it was that period we had Aubameyang, imagine having Sanchez, Ozil, Oba up front. Would have probably won something. There's always a missing piece. And then during Wenger's time too, our defense wasn't that good. We are using Mustafi. We are using who again? We are using Koscielny,
Socrates,
Socrates. See those disaster guys.
the
But
philosopher.
now we have a very good defense. We have Saliba, we have Gabriel. That new guy, Mosquera, that he bought, that guy is
Oh,
very,
Mosquera is wild and very brave player.
very decent. Now we have
Yeah.
a very good defense. For like 2 seasons now, I don't think we've really, in the league or probably any other competition, we've not considered more than 2 goals. You
But
can
that
check.
changed, honestly. I was speaking with my first guest yesterday that why did we concede 3 goals against Villarreal?
Villarreal. I feel like maybe Arteta was testing so many things because I mean we can see the difference from our last match. Probably
Yeah, 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 yeah.
he was testing so many things and see the difference now. See the way those guys played. See
The
Zubimendi,
lineup, yeah.
yeah, see as he was controlling things. And I think that's our that's going to be like our first lineup
So
towards the start of the
you're
season.
saying now that you strongly believe that this is the
Mm.
lineup we're taking to Manchester United.
I
The
mean,
lineup
probably
we picked yesterday.
yeah, that should be our lineup, or maybe just a little difference, maybe
So
one or two.
are you saying Martinelli will be starting against United?
By God's grace. Who again are you going to start? By God's grace. And I think the difference between starting Martinelli or any other person, the thing is,
Yeah.
Martinelli offers a lot. Don't take that away from him. Like, just that
Wait.
he
You know,
offers a lot
Martin. If
defensively.
we want to talk about Martinelli,
Mm.
Martinelli is a textbook on his own. You say Martinelli offers a lot. Some people can hold you and sit you down and tell you to
I'm
repeat
not
that thing
saying
again.
I'm not
Does
saying
Martinelli really offer a lot?
I'm not I believe he does. I'm not really a big fan of Martinelli too. Like going forward, he doesn't really offer so much. But in terms of like defending, those are some of the players that some coaches like. You see, he's always running. He's always running. He's always helping at the back. And again, I feel like it depends on the full back or like the left back he plays with. If
That
it's a
is
left,
paired
if
with,
it's
yeah.
that is paired with, if it's someone that is naturally a left back that he just overlaps and then they can easily communicate. Unlike someone that is inverting, maybe like a Lewis Kelly or maybe Zinchenko. Even when Zinchenko was playing, who do you think was covering up for him? Sometimes it's Martinelli. Martinelli tracks back. If you check some of these top class wingers, the likes of maybe Vinicius and Rodrigo, those guys don't mark now. Or even Mbappe, do you see them going back to the to the back to help the defenders? They barely do that. But Martinelli does that. The only difference is that going up front is more of like a liability. Like once he puts his head down like this, just forget about it. And
So
then
we are talking of something now. So are you saying
Mhm,
there's going to be a trade-off? Because if we bring in someone of high quality now, yeah,
mhm.
someone like Madueke, because I see Madueke rotating Martinelli at that
Yeah,
wing.
yeah.
Are we saying we're going to lose the defensive capability of Martinelli coming back and
Mhm.
him being less effective going forward? Are you saying that wing will be very susceptible to attacks?
I feel like it depends on, just like I said earlier, it depends on the left back that is pairing with. And
Yeah.
also, if possible, like I said, but I doubt if we are going to buy another left winger. If we
Mm.
can bring in someone new, it's going to bring like competition. See Havertz. If you check Twitter like 2 days ago, who knew Havertz could run like that? See
Ah, yeah, that was
see the way
surprising.
Havertz ran when they gave him that ball.
Surprising,
He
very
ran from
surprising.
our own half to the opponent's goal post, and he was
And
able to play that ball.
do you
See the
think
way he ran.
Gyokeres was giving him a run for his money?
Exactly. He knows he has a very good competition now. And I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
Gyokeres is an injury prone player. I mean, he should be always fit. So he knows that his chances of entering this team is by performing very well. And I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Havertz too, but like to some extent, Havertz brings something different into the team, right? You
Hmm.
can bring Havertz in if you are looking for a goal and all of that. But now we know that we have a very good competition up front for him. He has a good competition up front for him.
He's a
So
very
he
prolific
also wants
striker, Gyokeres.
exactly.
He's very,
He
very
wants to
prolific.
start. He wants to start. So there's competition. So if we can have competition in the team, right? If there's a very good competition for Martinelli too, probably he can improve going up front. If he sees that I'm no longer starting, I'm coming in from the bench now. If he can improve his game, who knows? Martinelli can turn into a world class. I mean, there's age on his side. He's probably
Yeah.
just 23 and 24.
So
But mhm,
I know you've not mentioned this, and coming next season,
mhm,
there is this there is something Arteta does, and
mhm,
I find it, I would say, disturbing. Yeah,
mhm.
I would say it disturbs me. Why does it take Arteta um to reach the 80th minute in the game before he starts making substitutions?
Mm. That's a very good question. I think it's all on. It depends on the trust he has on these players, right?
No, so you see,
It's all
sometimes
on
I don't think
trust.
this is a matter of trust. I think at some point, I don't care the sort of player is bringing on, yeah. But you say something about energy in the game. I get some people are so used to the game that they can play the game till 90. But
Mhm.
I feel if you bring in a new form of energy into, if you introduce a new form of energy into the game, I'm definitely sure the impact will change. At closer to the end of games, I
Mhm.
think we need new energy in the game.
Okay.
What do you
So
what do you think about that?
it's. I mean, you have a very good point. But again, let me take you back to last season. Who do we have on the bench to change game or win games for us? We had just Sterling. If you were Arteta, will you bring Sterling inside?
Wait, we had Sterling, we had Zinchenko, we had
If,
Sterling, we had Zinchenko, we had
so, I mean, on the flanks. So most
Butler.
times, changes that we needed to make was probably on the flanks. Like an injured Saka is better than Sterling now. See the nonsense Sterling played last season. So it was just because of like the bench. The bench, it was nothing to write home about. There's no one on the bench. So I feel like it's all about trust. Like it's the players that he trusts that he will leave there. And you know now, Saka is his boy. He prefers to play Saka till 120 minutes
Bruh,
before
he,
he
he uses
removes
Saka anyhow. And
him.
I
Introduce him.
strongly see, I'm saying that Saka needs to
Rest.
rest.
Yeah.
See, the culture
You know,
or our physiologist in the team, I don't know why they don't point this out a lot, but Saka needs like rest. I still seem like a young. I still use the eye of like an academy kid to like look at Saka, but I know he's gone past
Saka
that.
is no longer young. He's
Is
now
is
a
Yeah, I
now
know
a
he's
big
no
uncle.
longer young. He's at that top
He's an
stage
uncle
that.
to one area and
Yeah,
MLS now.
definitely,
He's
yeah.
already an
But
uncle. So, and do
but
you know how many matches Saka has played compared to some other players? Saka has played so many
yeah,
matches.
he played all out except for last season that
Mhm.
he went on
He
that
got
long injury,
injured.
and then he came back.
Mhm.
See, that's what I'm telling you about the culture. He
Yeah.
came back from the injury, and we started using him against PSG. I think that was when we had like, no, we had the Champions League then. We started
Yes.
playing him, and then for
Yeah, we
some
used him against
uncertain,
Madrid.
unnecessary games, we knew we
Mhm.
bottled the league already, and then we
Mhm.
kept on using Saka. Let
Mhm.
this bro, let Saka rest.
Mhm.
Bring on the academy kids, and this is what I'm saying about Arteta. He doesn't even. I think that's a discussion for another day concerning our
Yeah, yeah,
academy
yeah, yeah.
kids.
The
Just let's
academic
talk
team.
on
That's that one
what we're
that one
going
is
on
a
for next
discussion
season.
for another day. But like I said, I feel like it's all on the trust of the players. He doesn't
Yeah.
trust some certain players, right? He believes that the ones on the pitch, they are the one that should deliver the game to him and like deliver
Mm.
the 3 points and all of that. So some certain players on the bench. I mean, see towards the end of last season, we're having Butler, Oyedeji on the bench. We're having most of all these academy boys and then a combination of Sterling, Zinchenko, who again was on the bench, Jorginho,
Jorginho, I
and
think
and
Jorginho was there.
and the rest. Like we didn't really have options on the bench, so that's why I'll say you can't really blame him. I mean, to some extent, you can blame him. You are the one signing the players. You should know what you want. If you
Sure.
requested for some certain kind of players in January, maybe dynamics of things would have changed, right? So I believe it's all on the trust on some of these players. He doesn't trust some of them. So this season now,
Yeah.
I don't think he has any complaints to make. But I really hope we don't really release so many players without bringing in new ones.
So
I'm
let's
sure the
get
likes of
there now. That's where I was headed to next. We brought in Arsenal successfully brought in 6 players this season. Yeah.
Mhm,
What do you
mhm,
think about players? I'll be mentioning their names,
mhm.
and I'm not sure we're going to be able to cover their capabilities in depth for today. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll save the I have a lot of controversy around this, but my fellow mates also like tell me I don't know what I'm saying. So I'll start from the first one, Kepa.
I believe Kepa is a good competition for Raya, right? They are both from Spain, from the same national team. Kepa has been decent. He played for Bournemouth this past season, and it was pretty much decent. I mean, for those that play FPL, he made some penalty saves and all of that. So Kepa is a very good competition, very decent. He's still, I mean, for a goalkeeper, he's, he's currently like probably, I think, 30 years or so, and he's still young for a goalkeeper. So it's a very good competition for Raya, especially in their national team. He can also still enter the national team. So if we need someone to like easily come in for Raya, we shouldn't be having any issues compared to last season. And just like you
Awesome.
said, he would need game time. Like if
Mm.
it is just FA Cup, let's Kepa be playing for FA Cup. Or if it is
Yeah.
Champions League, let him be playing. Not that you use Raya, use him. And then if there is an emergency for you to use Kepa, you bring him on. But because of the fact that he's not having game time, he will make a blunder and everybody will start complaining. So I
Yeah.
think it's a combination of like game time and then playing these players consistently. So Kepa shouldn't really be a problem. Kepa is quite decent. I mean, if you could remember, I think it was a world record or something. How much did Chelsea buy him that season? Close to like 60 million pounds or something for a
Yeah.
goalkeeper. So I believe Kepa is decent. He should make things work for us this season.
Uh, Thank you. Next on, Nonzi.
Not
Nonzi.
we've had this discussion before. Like only God knows where that transfer came from. Imagine signing Madueke before we signed
Easy.
Gyokeres. Before we
Oh yeah,
signed
yeah, that's
Agency.
true. We
Yeah, we
signed
signed
Noni before.
before Gyokeres,
Ah,
right? So I want to believe that deal. There's something with that transfer that we are not seeing behind the scenes, right?
yeah, it's left to
Because
them. We don't know what that's about.
I mean,
Uh,
he played in their Club World Cup for Chelsea, and it didn't really look as if he was leaving the team, right?
no.
And it was a very good competition with their other wingers, and I think he was even a starter at some points last season for Chelsea. So it was just recently that they are pushing him to the left wing to play from, and now I think that's where he's going to be playing for us now, except if the need arises for him to replace Saka or something. But he's like a decent signing. I mean, extra body in
Was it
case
what, 52 mil?
I won't say that, but like now, the English media and all of that, the way they hype their players, they always get decent amounts for their players. And again, he's pretty much young.
Yeah.
Madueke is just like I think 23 or 24. So there's a way and also Chelsea.
Is it
Chelsea has
20?
a
Is
way
it
of
24?
Madueke should be 23, 24.
Oh
They
yeah.
also have Chelsea has a way of selling their players. Go and check Chelsea transfers.
No,
See how
I
much.
think they have a very very decent
Yeah,
transfer
they know how
agenda or
to
transfer
to
scheme.
to market their players well,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm very sure they are making profit. See, the Ugochukwu guy, how much did they buy him? I think they bought him like 16 million pounds. They sold him for 25. See
mm.
Amando Broja, that striker. They bought
Is
this.
it, he has gone to Southampton now, yeah.
No,
Is
no. He
he
went. He's Burnley. The two of them. They
Burnley,
went to
Burnley,
Burnley.
oh Burnley,
Yeah.
Burnley,
You
Burnley.
see
I
how
saw
much they
that transfer.
sold two of them. Imagine those crop of players that. I mean,
And
let's
they are
just say like
decent
average
players. Oh.
players.
They are not
Yeah.
just any kind of players. They
Uh-huh.
are very decent.
Yeah, they are actually decent players, and they can sell them at that amount. So those are
Yeah.
some of the things. So I mean, buying Madueke at that amount is not really much of a big deal. The most important thing is for him to deliver,
Will
and
he
I'm very
perform?
sure
Will
this guy has
Madueke
the same.
perform?
You said what?
Will Noni Madueke perform?
I hope so because see the controversies towards his transfer. Like see the
Yeah, a
way
lot, a
so
lot, a
many people
lot.
were not happy about that
We
transfer.
didn't. No,
The
many
way
people did
people
not even believe it.
we did, there was no
Nobody. It was out of the
speculation.
blues.
No, it just came out from nowhere. Like, and within 2-3 weeks, they finalized the deal. And like
Finalized.
Gyokeres, we were begging, had 7 million pounds. Some people were saying they
Different
will even
stories.
open GoFundMe. They said the guy had to even reduce his something or something like that. Like the agent fee, they reduced it or something like that, just to make that deal happen. And the guy actually wants to play for us now. So I mean, on the Madueke, I really hope he plays well for us this season,
Awesome, awesome.
especially because of
Um,
the controversy that was with it. Mhm.
yeah. Moving on, Christian Norgard.
Christian Nogard, me, I don't even know the guy, to be honest with you.
I've
From
heard about
I,
him. I've
I'm
seen him play.
yeah, I've seen him play too, but like I'm like, where did you guys just buy that?
See,
Like,
I don't know
where did that
what they were
transfer
thinking,
come from?
but
And
apparently,
some of
if
go on,
Norgard has played in English Premier League, yeah.
yeah,
And what me I'm
was
thinking is that
Brentford's
if
captain.
Norgard held Brentford's midfield
Hmm.
for a couple of seasons,
Yeah,
he could do something nice at Arsenal.
decent work. Yeah, I mean, just like I said with Madueke and Kepa, it's more of like competition. Most of these guys they will
Yeah,
improve with time, and
with
then
time.
having an extra body on the team. We know that our main starter in that number 6 role is Zubimendi, right?
Yeah,
So having Nogard, I think Nogard will be more of like he's
the
going to
backup
play.
coming from the
Um,
bench. Yeah.
yeah, he's going to be a backup. He's going to play like the Jorginho role, and I think the preseason that we had, like 2 matches that he played, they said he was pretty much decent, like nothing too much, just doing the basics and all of that. And he
Mm.
was Brentford captain throughout when Thomas Frank was there. I mean, for you to be captain, that means you are really playing very, very well for the team. So he's going to bring something extra to the team, like leadership and all of that. So it's not really much of a bad signing. I mean, it says it's just like a backup and just to cover up for any excesses or any emergency like that. So I think it's decent. Yeah.
So let us rush briefly through Mosquera and Gyokeres.
I think for Mosquera, right, from what I've been saying, they said the guy is the next big thing. Saliba should be should be on his toes and should be, but I don't think he's going to like bench Saliba straight
Nah,
up except
nah.
if he has
Do you know
an injury.
Arteta used him as a right back in his first
I saw it.
okay.
I saw it. You see, Arteta, there are so many things playing in his head. See the
Is he
dynamic.
actually his own master? I
Yeah,
don't know what
and it's his own
he's in
downfall
his own
too.
universe.
Yeah, he's always playing to his own downfall too. Like so many things are going on in his head, right? The way he signs most of those guys. See the dynamics in our back four, right?
The back line
Except
is
maybe
so
except except it's only our keeper that cannot play another position. See Saliba. Saliba can play right back. Saliba can play RCB. Saliba can play Gabriel's position too. See Gabriel too. Gabriel can probably also play
left
as a
back.
left CB. He can also play left back. See what's his name? Calafiori. He can play as a left back. He can play as
He can play as a
a
striker.
CB. He can. I don't know if he can play as a CB. But you see that back, all of them can play anywhere. They can rotate it. So that shouldn't be a problem for us in our backline. And that guy is pretty much decent. I mean, we signed him from Valencia. He's one of their highly rated players. So I believe he's going to be a very good addition. For Gyokeres, there's nothing much to say. One of the highly rated strikers last season.
Yeah,
So
we've
many
had
things using him.
a lot of buzz have been around about him. So
Yeah, so he's obviously going to be a good signing. We saw some of
yeah,
those chances that he created yesterday, and some of the ones he almost scored, and the one that he
yeah.
also scored. Even they were saying he's not a good header and all of, but that was a very good header that he
Bro,
scored
he came out
yesterday.
from nowhere to
Yeah,
the ball was just floating in the air and
mhm.
bam, bang on.
That was a very good. He's going to add something different to our team.
So on Victor Gyökeres, yeah.
Mhm.
What do you think? What do you think our front will be like when Gabriel Jesus comes in? When he gets back from injury, what do you think that will look like? See, I want Arteta to be thinking like, can I play two strikers if Gabriel Jesus is back? Can I
Yeah.
use Victor and Jesus together at the front?
So
Imagine the pressing power
yeah,
of
that's
those two.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like have a plan B, right? If push comes to shove, like the match is going sideways and then we are not in control of the game. have a plan B. Okay, you can bring Gabriel in. You can bring Gabriel Jesus in, pair the two strikers, or you can bring Havertz, pair Havertz and Gyokeres or something. Like, just have a change, like have a plan B towards like the end of the match or something. Like once the match is going on, and I believe Gabriel Jesus too is going to be a very good addition once he comes back from injury, right?
Yeah,
Because Gabriel brings something extra, he brings something different into the team. He can take on players, and if possible, if it's that he's going to be playing from the wing, if it's just for him to start or like to always see game time, that's going to be a great addition for us. So I've been saying, competition, that's the most important thing. Competition, once there's an healthy competition in the team, is going to help the team. Like, we are going to play really well. Imagine Havertz running like that yesterday. So imagine Gabriel Jesus also coming in. He knows that he's not a starter in the team anymore, and then he's coming in for like probably the last 15 minutes. Once he comes in, he knows he has to play really well for him to probably see more game time, or see
yeah, yeah, yeah.
at least probably like 20 minutes towards the end of the game, maybe next time or something. So it is going to be like a very good competition for everyone in the team.
That'll be tough on Gabriel
Yeah,
Jesus when he comes back because
exactly.
he's having a whole lot of competition there.
Yeah, a
A
whole lot
whole
of competition.
lot.
I mean, some people are saying we should sell him, but I feel like Jesus had
So you,
something
you know what?
extra to bring.
Something that is still baffling me is that
Mhm.
Arteta Arteta played Mourinho as a striker again.
So,
You see, he played. We have I think we have Havertz. We have Gyokeres was there.
mhm.
You can play anyone else. Don't play that boy again as a striker. Can he
But
stop that?
if you look at it, Merino brings something different again. If you put him in the number 9 position, something very unique, like something different. See our goals against
Is it
um,
Madrid?
Real Madrid. See those passes, like just in time. See the one he gave Saka just in time. So Merino adds something different to the team. I mean,
Yeah.
once the league is going on and we are playing Champions League, playing FA Cup, playing Carling Cup, and all of that, he can always bring in something different from the team. I mean, to at least rest some of the key players in the team. So having players that can play different positions is something, is like an addition to the team. I mean, what's his name? Havertz can play in the midfield. He can play up top. We have Gyokeres. I believe Gyokeres too can probably play from the wing too. So having,
And
and I
shouldn't.
know those are some of the things that is probably going on in Arteta's head. See the back line, just like I said earlier. Different players can play different positions. Timber, if push comes to shove, goes to the left back position, can play CB2. So most of our players, they can play very, very different positions. So I mean, it's a
So
very good
one
one for the
culture
team.
shock about our new striker Victor is that I think we are going to find it difficult to play with him. Why? Is that you see this entire squad, they've not played with an ideal striker before. I
Mm.
noticed that in our game against Villarreal. We were finding it difficult to find our striker. Like every single player on the pitch, they couldn't find the striker. Why?
I
Why?
want
Why
to
do you think
believe,
that is? Because we've never been finding a striker. We
yeah,
are always finding Saka.
yeah. I want to believe they will adapt. If you check our last match with Bilbao, there was a time when Saka was spamming those crosses. It
Yeah.
was the ball was much more in the air, right? And then it got to a time, probably they had this communication. So Saka was putting the cross in front of the goalkeeper, like he was spamming those low crosses in front of the goalkeeper. So I want to believe they are going to adapt. And again, the match against Villarreal, I don't think Odegaard started, right?
What? No, yeah, no, it didn't start.
Odegaard didn't start that match. I believe Gyokeres is going to enjoy Odegaard. I want to believe so. And you can see the goal against Bilbao, Saka's goal. See the combination: Odegaard, Gyokeres, Martinelli, and then Saka before they scored that goal. So it's just going to take time. They are going to adapt to playing with Gyokeres. They just
Definitely,
need to know
definitely.
his strengths and the way he plays. I believe he's someone that likes to run at defenders. He wants to run at the defender, not just crossing those area balls into the
Yeah.
box for him. Just have that communication. Once they can have that communication, with time, with game time, we are going to adapt to him, and I believe he's going to score so many goals for us this season.
Lastly, Martin Zubimendi. What do you think of Martin Zubimendi?
World class. World Zubimendi is world class. See the last match now. See the way he was looking. He wasn't doing too much. Give me the ball.
He
Take.
wasn't
Collect the ball.
actually
I
doing
don't
too
think
much.
he made any I don't think he made any back pass in that match. He's adding something extra from Partey, right? I mean, Partey was a very good squad member for us, but
But we're
Zubimendi
saying we're
is,
saying I was discussing with someone and we're saying he doesn't have the physicality of our previous defensive midfielder.
yeah, he might not have the physicality, but at the same time, it's goals that we
And
need
we
now.
all know the Premier League needs that. I mean,
We can't we can't we
Look at
can't we
Gravenberch
can't
of
agree
Liverpool.
to,
Look at
yeah.
Gravenberch.
Mhm.
Can you
Is
see?
Gravenberg physical?
Very, very.
I don't think it's that physical.
Gravenberch is very, very physical.
I don't think it's that physical. Like compared to Partey or maybe Rodri, I don't think it's that physical. It's just like good on the ball. You can spread those passes and all of that. I think with time he's going to adapt. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
very good player, and at the end of the day, we just need someone that can progress the ball from the back and then connect it with Odegaard or connect it to the
awesome,
forwards. So and
awesome,
he did all that in the last match. So
perfect.
Zubimendi is going to be a very good addition to the team. And if you can go back to the last match, you see the communication between him and Rice. Like you can see that they have that very good combination. They can communicate very well with each other, and then from the passes that we saw in the last match, things are going to actually get better for us. So I know that with game time, with consistency, would probably would play. I believe so. We'll play better this season. It's just for us to win titles and stay consistent with the way we play, and also have a plan B. So playing those big teams is not really a problem. You see those mid-table teams.
Wait. Before, don't let's get ahead. So finally,
Mhm.
the last take for today will be what team, what big team do you think will be our biggest challenge coming next season, and what mid-table team do you think will be like our biggest problem?
Challenge. I think it's the usual suspects now. Obviously, we have like some people they won't want to call it a rivalry with Man City, right?
So
Um,
you're
they,
saying of all big
yeah,
six, Man
the
City
big
will be
six.
our biggest rivalry.
Man City will be one of our biggest problems and our biggest
Wow.
rivalry. Then I also want to believe Liverpool. Liverpool also be
No. I just want one. Just one. The top one.
one.
Top one.
It can't be one. It's going to be more than one. Because most times when we play Liverpool, there's always a problem. Like you know, it's always end
Yeah.
to end. Same with Man City, it's always end to end. So it can't just be one. And for the past 2 3 seasons now, I mean, Chelsea hasn't really been a problem, but with the additions they've been having and the way they've been
Ooh,
playing in preseason this season, this preseason,
ooh.
they've been playing really well. They might also be a problem for us. So it's from our first match. We'll see if we can actually meet up with the tempo of the Premier League this season, and that
So
shouldn't really be a problem for us. For the mid-table teams, I know it's going to be the usual suspects:
Aston
Newcastle,
Villa.
Aston Villa, and
No,
the
Newcastle
likes.
is part of the top six now. Newcastle is very dangerous.
Newcastle has top six.
Newcastle is
Mid-table,
not top
obviously
six.
Aston Villa. Aston Villa has always been a
But
problem
there's a
for us.
team I'm suspecting here. I'm suspecting either Sunderland or Burnley.
No, I don't think so. We'd
You know,
always
Burnley messed us up one time like this a couple of years
that
back.
was that was Burnley of old now. They don't play that style again now. They now it was this their coach, that bald guy. What's his name? That
Company.
later went to Everton, and then I think they later sacked him. I've forgotten it. I can't remember his name. That guy that is always spamming crosses. into
Oh,
the that that's his style of play. That they just sit back and they will be crossing into the box once they go forward. So Burnley shouldn't be a problem. I don't think they really play like that
how about
again.
Sunderland? Granit Xhaka back in the league.
Sunderland is not going to be a problem. We'll get our 3 points. I believe so, but the Premier League is
Very
unpredictable.
unpredictable.
So, but on paper, we should be able to beat Sunderland. That shouldn't be a problem. Even with Granit Xhaka, we should be able to beat Sunderland on paper. So that shouldn't really be a problem. Our major problem has always been those guys that sit back, those low blocks that just sit back. If we can
Yeah.
find a way around that, if we can have options on the bench to be able to tackle that problem, we would go far this season in the league and even in other competitions.
Thank you very much, Aji. I really appreciate your time. It was really nice to catch up with you. So
Yeah,
that'll be all, everyone. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to the channel, NastyJones TV. See you next time. Wait, try to wait for another guest. I've got awesome stuff lined up for all of you. Uh, cheers. Have a great day.
yeah,
Bye,
bye.
Aji.
Yeah, bye.